Get your brand right in front of each video that we do here on the channel. Email me ogod@hiphopun.com to find out about our 50% off rate right now. ogod@hiphopun.com. Hit me right now. All right, so a subscriber, they sent this video, and it was a follow-up to the video that we did when we talked about Wallow, when he had his lecture that he was doing about black businesses. A lot of people thought that he was attacking black businesses, and they said, what's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on this? It's actually been a few days, but I want to give my thoughts on this. And if you have any video suggestions, you want me to some topics you want me to touch on, email me ogod@hiphopun.com. Also, if you want to advertise right before each video that we do here on the channel, is ogod@hiphopun.com. That's our affiliate website. So let's jump into this because this video goes up. I guess he was on his live stream and he talked about, an incident that he had at PNC Bank. So I'm gonna play and react at the same time. So let's get to it.
Talk about this rough. I just want the bank, right? I just want the bank. I go in there and say I want to cash this check because I got some I gotta pay for in cash. I gotta give some people some money. This lady in the bank looked at this check for 2 minutes straight, man. She like this. I'm like, what the is she looking at? This was trying to just figure a way out not to cash this mother check, man. This just staring at the check, man. Then the finally just say, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't even look at the number on the check. Yeah, I don't have this type of money in here to cash the check. I said, what? I said, miss, that's because you don't know me.
All right, so real quick, let's just say if anybody's been to the bank and dealt with large currency, right? I'm gonna keep it a bean like I always do. $100,000 is a stretch. Let's just say the check was for 100 grand. A lot of times when I had relationships with banks in the past, I'll have to let them know if it was a large amount, 20, 30, 40, whatever the case may be, 5, 20, and sometimes even 10 to 15, you gotta let them know, and either they'll have it, later on that day, or they'll have it the next day, and they'll say, and Mr. So-and-so, you can come pick it up, and I'll let them know I'm coming at 12 noon. They'll have it ready. Just walking in with a cashier's check, which it sounds like he did. It wasn't his branch. He said his branch was Chase, as you'll hear later on. It's going to be hard. First, they're already skeptical already. We already know that. So he's right about that. But being able to cash that out, 100K, is unlikely. Let's continue.
You mean? I come in here every month. Somebody jump up and say, Gilly, what's happening? She talk about she can't cash a check for me. Black boy say, Gilly, and then he cashed the check for me. But this lady is a new lady that just came to the bank. She don't. So she think I'm a just trying some slick. So the say she can't cash my because it's too much money. But then 2 minutes later, cash my at the same bank. It's rough being a nigga, man. See, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm a nigga that make a lot of money, so I'm dealing with some real paper. You really get discriminated on because they really think you on bull. They like.
So my thing will be, see, banks that I was dealing with, once you build a relationship with a bank, he says he's been going in and out of there, it should be no question. Like, you already know, like, what we doing, what type of bread is coming in, what I usually do. So people got habits. Now, it just so happened this lady was new. She was scared to death. And she probably, I don't know, maybe she don't see a lot of black guys coming in with 100 bands or whatever, taking money. So she was a little skeptical. I agree with Gilly. It's like, yo, like, I shouldn't have had to go through this inconvenience. But again, Let's keep going.
You gotta understand, I went to send $100,000 wire out the other day at PNC Bank, right? And this said, I just have to check and make sure that the check that was deposited was, was real. I said, what the f you mean, man? That shit been in the account for 2 days. The f you mean you gotta make sure the check was clear? Who the f made you a part of the fraud department? When the f have you had to make sure a $100,000 cashier's check was cleared? A cashier's check is like cash. That was deposited 2 days ago. What the f you got?
True indeed, but sometimes I'll tell you, when I had accounts and I would take cashier's checks from my business and put it in another account that I was using. When I was a newer customer, they said no matter what, when you do cash, right, it's cool. It's available immediately. They had my money on hold for 30 days. And this was Wells Fargo. And this was cashier's checks I was taking from my business and putting into another business, right? It held my money up for 30 days. I wasn't sweating it because I had bread or whatever the case may be. You feel me? So these are things like, I get it. You could, but this is like people that know in the comments, you'll be able to, speak on this, family. This is what happens when you banking. Even if it's a cashier's check. And I was like Gilly before, this is a cashier's check. What do you mean? It don't matter. Boom, 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 boom. It's just they rules.
I mean, you gotta make sure it's clear. Man, being in America, man. Just imagine you deposited some shit into it. Gotta pay for you. My on tours, they flying from different cities to cities. You gotta book flights and shit. I gotta make sure the check that you deposited was real. That was a cashier's check. What the f do you mean? PNC want to call 11,000 times trying to make sure I ain't taking a lawsuit out on their ass. We're so sorry. We normally don't say that to clients, and we just want to get the f off my phone, PNC. I got that little one funky ass account over there, man. I don't f y'all like that. F with Chase Bank, man. Just always get reminders. You just a boy. No matter what type of work you put in out here. No matter you look out for black people, white people, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. No matter you look out for everybody. You a boy. Don't you ever stop thinking you more than just a boy. I understand was shit crazy out here, man. The lady told me she can't cash a check for me because there ain't enough money in the bank. But then a black dude walk out and say, Gilly, give me the check and cash the check. At the same bank that it wasn't enough money at.
I mean, think about it. I mean, like, is this really an issue? Like, you know how many people would love to have your problems? Like, your problem, you worried about them not cashing a check for 100 bands, bruh. Like, just think about it. I'm not trying to excuse what happened at the bank. It was messed up. However, when I made the video and we talked about Wallow, when his diatribe about black businesses, I said these are just the things that happen with business in general. And one thing I said also was that if you look up PNC Bank, Bank of America, Chase Bank, you probably see hundreds, if not thousands, of complaints just like this. That was the point. One of the points I was trying to make. And like, this is probably a white company, $1 trillion, $1 billion company, yet they still have someone making mistakes that are pissing people off. So things are going to happen in business. It's just about how you make it right for the customer. And what did they do? They called and they was making sure, yo, if anything we do with you, boom, 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 boom. Right? That's what it doesn't like. It's just a part of business. Like somebody's gonna make a mistake somewhere. You just got to make up for it. Let's finish this off.
Yeah, I'm on fire. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because I knew what, you know why I'm on fire? Because look at me, right? When I walk in places, man, they be thinking I'm a young man. Look at me, man. That gonna sit there and look at that motherfucking check, man, for 2 minutes. That was trying to find something that staring at. What is you looking at that check for? What's wrong with you, man? You sitting there staring at a check for 2 minutes, man. And then finally gonna say, oh yeah, I can't cash this. I didn't even look at the amount. You little dirty dog mouth. That just ain't shit.
So bank tellers out there, y'all let me know. Like, again, I agree this is 100% wrong, right? I definitely agree. Like, it should not have happened. But bank tellers, if you're listening, are there rules in place where it's like, all right, if somebody brings a certain amount, this and this and this, we need to do this first to verify? And as far as the fraud thing, like, I was sitting in the bank with my man the other day, and he was about to do something with the bank, and the old lady came in, and I heard the lady tell her, like, look, are you sure? Even my homie, he was sending some money to China, nice amount, 30, 40 racks to China for some gym equipment to be shipped over. And they said, are you sure you know who the recipient is? Are you sure this is legitimate? Because once it goes over those wires, we can't get it back. That's just what they do to protect their customers, because people come in, old people, unsuspecting people, they come in and they say, look, I sent so-and-so money to here and I can't do this and this. So it's just something that they do to try to protect their customers from fraud, man. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and deny that it's not discrimination. Said I went to a bank, they won't let me open them an account because my business address is on my license as opposed to my home address. They said, go get the deed to your home. I was pissed off. And I wrote a whole little thing. I do reviews. I hit them with review. This is what that, they never responded, whatever the case may be. But that's just how you do it at the end of the day, man. So look, yes, it's messed up. Is it the end of the world? No. But this is what happens across all color lines. No business is going to be perfect. No business is going to be perfect. But it's up to the manager, the branch manager, the supervisors to identify that issue and say, okay, look, Mr. So-and-so came in. What do we do now to rectify this so this doesn't happen to the next customer? That's what a good business will do. Call them up, offer them something. I don't know, whatever. Instead of 5%, 10% on something. I don't know. And offer him, like, all right, I see you banking with Chase. What are their interest rates for savings? Okay, we'll give you the highest yield one. We usually give it to a relationship, boom, boom, boom. And in some banks, once you get to a certain level, they got private interests. They got different sections where you ain't got to deal with regular tellers. Like it's called a relationship banker. You get somebody that you're going to deal with one-on-one. So they already know what it is. So these are some of the things, like, as you're gaining wealth, as you're beginning, to go in and out of these banks with large sums of money and things like that, you kind of learn these things, early on in business. And, people starting on you by first name basis. Hey, Mr. So-and-so, how you doing today? You know what? I forgot my wallet. Don't worry about it. I know you. How much you taking out today? How much? Oh, you taking that out? They have it ready for you. Boom. This is great. It's great to have that with your bank. So I suggest go get that. Get with a bank. Another thing is, just drop the money in your other account. And if you got the money to hold it, they'll clear it. Usually your bank will clear it. After you built the relationship with them and you're holding big balances, and they tell you, all right, you got the money to cover it, we'll clear it for you because you got a track record, of doing great business with us. So it's really much to do about nothing, man. I mean, like I said, how many people wish that they had that issue right now? Like, if that's the only thing you're pissed off about, bro, and you're mad about, I mean, come on, man. Come on, bro. But with that being said, make sure you guys like the video. And like I said, if you want to advertise here before each video, like we did, like before the video just played, your ad will run. your song snippet will run. Hit me up right now because we have a special going on this month. The email's down below. ogod@hiphopun.com. Hit me today. I'm gonna get you started. Throw you the rate, throw me the video. I got you immediately posted because right now, I had somebody who's been the whole year. It took up a whole year, the last 12 or 13 months, every month consistently. So now it's open for somebody else to jump in that.